Hey peeps, guess what time it is today? Motivational Mondays. I love this day. Love this day because I love doing these motivational videos for you guys. You know, it's so easy for me to do them because I literally speak from my heart. Like, I can't tell you how much I love doing this. I mean, like, I think that's probably why I'm so good at doing motivational speaking and get hired to do it, is because it just is something that comes from within inside of me that just wants to come out and just yell and scream and tell you guys everything I feel. So if you're hearing a little bit of background noise, that's because we have so much construction going on at this house today that literally I can't find one single spot to do a video where it's not noisy. They're upstairs tearing bathrooms apart, they're in the back cutting tile, they're in there painting, they're in there, I'm like, everywhere I turned to go in my house was just freaking noisy. So if there's a little bit of background noise, just bear with me, guys. Hopefully I'm speaking loud enough that I'm over talking the background noise. So I really want to talk to you guys today about being yourself. Literally just being yourself and not caring what other people think. You know, you guys have heard me repeatedly talk about what you think of me will never change my world. And that's the honest to God truth. And some of you are like, well, how did you get to be that strong, Theresa? Like, I wish I could be that strong. Well, I'm telling you, it didn't come overnight. It seriously didn't, because I remember after my first marriage and my divorce and being physically and mentally verbally abused, I left that marriage pretty much feeling like I was at the bottom of the gutter, and that's where he wanted me to stay. But through a lot of counseling and through finding love again, I found that I didn't have to be that worthless piece of crap laying in the gutter that my very first husband wished I would have been probably staying there for his sake. I don't know. But you know, guys, it's just so important to be yourself in life. Don't crumble or give in to what society expects of you. Don't crumble and give in to what your neighbors and your friends expect of you. You know, I have always had tunnel vision. I've always had my goals, my ideas, my thoughts and dreams set out there for me to go after and accomplish, regardless of what anybody ever told me, thought of me, said to me. I was just like, you know what? No, don't squash my dreams. These are my dreams, and I'm going to make them happen. And I don't know if any of you guys have recently, I don't know, and I don't even know when the movie came out. It's called I Am Simon or something like that, or something. I can't remember what it was called. But anyways, it's just, I'm telling you what, I was flying home on an airplane from California this weekend, and I watched that movie. And at first I was like, oh, this is one of those weird movies, whatever, but I couldn't find anything else to watch. But after a while, that movie had me so sucked in. And what I loved about this movie, was he just really didn't, you know, at first it seemed like he did care, but then in the end, he didn't. You know, it was his life, and he wanted to live it the way he wanted to live it. And if you ever get a chance to get that movie or see that movie or whatever, I highly recommend it. It's so, so good. But you know, the other day I was talking to a girlfriend, and she said, oh my God, wouldn't you just hate to be like a teenager in today's world? And I said, yeah, because there is so much pressure these days for kids and for teenagers, and no wonder these kids are so, they have no self-confidence. They're so insecure because of the pressure that's being put on them. And with social media and everything, I mean, like, every little girl thinks they've got to be this trim, slim, photoshopped, whatever. And I'm telling you now, it doesn't exist. Like, it does not exist. And once you start to realize that those pictures or those people only exist in magazines, they're really not real, like, it's so much easier to accept it and realize that don't continue to chase after a dream and it's not even a dream, it's a facade. It's a facade, guys. It's truly a facade. And so once you come to realize that 3/4 of the pictures you see on the internet are photoshopped, like, I don't even know if anybody puts a real picture out there anymore. And I used to laugh because my social media team was always like, Theresa, you need to Photoshop your pictures before you put them out there. And I'm like, why? I want these people to realize that when they finally meet me face to face and in person, that they really are meeting the person that they've been seeing on social media, that I'm not some plastic person, and when they meet me I have all these wrinkles or whatever. I mean, like, look guys, we're not photoshopping this YouTube video. This is the real deal. So, and it was really funny because this weekend I actually got to meet a couple people that I've been friends with for 4 or 5 years, and they had no idea what I looked like in person because they've only seen me on the internet. And so one of my girlfriends actually got to meet me for the first time. She knows what I look like because she sees me on the internet and she follows me and we're friends and we talk on the phone all the time, but she actually met me in person and she said to me, "Oh my God, you're even prettier in person than you are on the internet." And I was like, "Aww." And she's like, "Wow, your pictures do you no justice on the internet." And I was like, "That's so sweet. That's so sweet." But anyways, back to the just trying to be yourself and not caving in to the pressures that are out there. I mean, like, I know nowadays it's hard to be a kid. Like, the pressures of being a teenager and just all the expectations and the social media and just the pressures. I mean, it's tough to be a kid nowadays. I would not give anything to come back and be a kid right now. I am so glad I'm the age I am. Because with the age comes the confidence, and you know, I feel like by the time you get into your 40s and 50s, you've grown into that person you were meant to always be. Because you're so much sure of yourself, you've lived life, you've experienced life, and I just, to this day, I'm still climbing after and attaining those goals that I've sat out there for years and years. And I was showing my assistant today that there was some kind of posting or something that said something about don't give up, or it was something like, don't give up. It doesn't matter how many years it takes to reach your goal, time will still continue to pass, or whatever. I'm like, but it was so true. Oh, never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyways. That is so true, guys. Because I was telling him today that we've been working on this TV thing for 7 years. 7 years, right? And I've been working on my Conversations in the Closet radio thing and YouTube thing for 3 years. So it's like, I could have easily given up years ago and said, "Oh, it's taken too long." But you know what? As long as I have breath in my body, I'm still going to fight for my dreams and what I want to have happen and accomplish in life. So, guys, with that said, just keep being you. Don't give a damn what other people think, because really, what they think of you will never change your world. It really won't. What will change your world is when you get in your own way and you let what they think of you get into your head, and then you get in your own way from being the best person that you can be and accomplishing what you want to accomplish in life. So, keep going, guys. Keep being who you are. Keep your heads high. Keep the self-confidence up. Keep going after those goals, because I believe in you. I really do. I used to never have anyone to believe in me, and I had to start believing in myself. So once you start believing in yourself and you just start staying focused and having the eye of the tiger, you too will start accomplishing many, many great things in your life. So with that said, guys, once again, Motivational Monday's over with. We're going to go on with the rest of the week. So subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. We are growing amazingly. We are growing. It's been fun getting back out here and having content all the time for you guys. I really do listen to you guys. We're going to do a really fun video one of these days about how good Lamar knows me. So we're going to have a little Q&A with my husband. It's going to be hysterical. So with that said, guys, have a good rest of your Monday. Subscribe. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.